Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. Today is a plant update video. I'm going to go through all the amazing updates on my plants, so let's get started. We are going to start, of course, with my Easter cactus. This is my Easter cactus at this point. It is growing wonderful, wonderful leaves. There will be no flowers to around Easter time. So right now all you can expect is new leaves. That is what you want to see. But if you're getting flowers, enjoy them. But you shouldn't be getting flowers this early. It's about mid-September right now. So you shouldn't be getting those so soon yet. But if you are, enjoy them because they are pretty. So here's my other Easter cactus. These guys are doing quite well. This guy, it looks like some of the old leaves that have fallen over are dying, but we got a couple there that are staying up and everything is looking good. It just needs to use water today and that's pretty much it. So now we're gonna move on to my Christmas cactuses. So here is my big Christmas cactus right here, which is gonna be so exciting once it gets cold down here to put them in the cold area and watch the flowers bloom. It's gonna be so exciting. So I can't help it. I'm so excited. So I got lots and lots of new leaves coming in, which is something you want to see. You want to see it growing new leaves, especially this close to Christmas, around Christmas time, because that's when they're going to start producing buds and producing flowers, and they're going to be so pretty. Can't wait. Here's my other Christmas cactus. This one is also growing new leaves. We got a couple new ones right there. So they are growing new leaves at this point, which is exciting. I'm so excited to see the blooms and start getting ready to get their blooms and everything. Is going to be so exciting. So then this is my last Christmas cactus. And this one as well is growing new leaves everywhere. Basically, it's like everywhere I turn I see a new leaf, which is so exciting. So what I'm going to do around the time where it starts to get cold down here in Florida is I'm going to put them by this back door right here, and I'm going to close the curtains, put it around the cactuses, and just let them sit there all night and bring them back up in the morning, because when the sun comes up it's going to be a bit warmer. So that's what I'm gonna do every night until I start seeing blooms, and we'll see them together. It's gonna be so exciting. So happy right now. So here is my aloes. My aloes are doing wonderfully. They're growing quite well. They like to be sideways. That's what they want to do, so that's what I'm letting them do. I don't like try to force them to sit up. I just let them sit the way they're going to sit. That's just it. So they are doing quite well. So everything's looking good. Everything is looking good. I keep it in this container because this container has holes in the bottom, which it's recommended for aloes. So that's why it's in two different containers. So now we are going to move on to my orchids, which I'm really, really excited about. So here is my one that's growing a flower spike. As you can see right there, it's growing quite well. There's another leaf coming in to continue the growth of flower spike. I'm so freaking excited that I'm getting a flower spike at this point. Look at this nice new leaf growing right there. I don't see any signs of new roots coming in, but everything is looking good with this guy. So again, I try to face the flower spike in the same position as it was before, facing the sunlight, because that's the way it's gonna grow. So if you want to keep it straight, just keep it in the same position, at least the same position as close as possible. I'm pretty sure mine are never in the same exact position, but I try. So we got this flower spike right here, which is growing quite well. Got this new leaf growing. We got a couple new roots coming out, but everything is looking good. I actually had to refill their water a couple of days ago. So yeah, they are drinking water like it's going to go out of style or something. So here is my other Phalaenopsis orchid, which has a flower spike growing. At least I'm hoping it's going to continue to grow. It's right there. But we got new roots coming in. We got this nice leaf growing. So everything is looking good. And of course my aerial root right here that wants to keep going. I'm just gonna let it keep going. I'm not gonna stop it. I don't stop those. So we got lots of new roots coming in, which is amazing. Everything seems to be looking good for this guy. So next we are going to look at my big Phalaenopsis orchid, my big one, because it has this big flower spike right there. This is why it's my big baby right here. So we got this nice big flower spike growing right now. We got this big giant leaf growing, and we got some roots growing. I don't see any signs of new ones growing as of yet, but they're all doing good. And then we got these aerial roots right here that are just growing and growing and growing. So we're gonna put this big boy back. Again, I try to keep it in the same position as before. So here is my baby orchid. This is my baby orchid because it's the tiniest of the bunch. We got this leaf growing right here. We got a few new roots coming in. I would have to say by the end of the month, depending, I'll probably have to transport it to a new container, which I'm like dying to put in this new container, but right now it's thriving on that. So until the roots get so cramped in the container, I will transport it when it's that bad. But here is my last Phalaenopsis orchid. We got the leaf growing right there. We got the roots growing right now. So everything is looking good. We got this yellowing leaf right here, which should fall off in the next few days. What I do is I just lift up the orchid and I gently pull the leaf to see if it's ready to fall off. If not, I leave it. I don't force it off. You don't want to force any of the leaves off, because that could open your orchid into infection, which is something you really don't want to do. So I just wait until it falls off on its own, or I gently pull on it to see if it's ready to fall off. That way the orchid cuts off the leaf and cuts it off from any infection that could happen. So now we're going to go outside and I'm going to show you all the wonderful updates that I have outside. See you guys in just a sec. Okay guys, here is the mama aloe right here. She's doing quite well. As you can see, she has a bunch of new leaves coming in. And all of her babies are doing quite well. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 babies that I can tell right now. And this is the mother aloe right here. Everything is looking good so far with her. Her babies are thriving, which is something you want. So now we're going to move on to the next plants. So here are my poinsettias. This is the poinsettia that I'm a bit worried about right now. As you can see, the leaves are starting to fall, so I don't know what's going on with that guy. But then we got this poinsettia over here, who is doing quite well. They get the same amount of water, the same amount of sunlight, the same amount of fertilizer. So I don't know what's happening. So here is my rose bush, and as you can see, it has a rose blooming right now, which is so cool. Last week we saw a bud. This week we have it blooming. It's so cool. There are no other current buds on it at this point, so I am happy to see a bud on it right now. Okay guys, we just went outside and we saw all the museum updates outside. So that is going to be it for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, all the links to the fertilizers that I use and the link to my temperature and humidifier tracker will be in the description below if you want to check those out. The fertilizers I use will be in the description as well. I wouldn't put anything in the link that I don't use or don't love using at all. So that way you know I use it on every 2 weeks or so. I would use the fertilizer. I use this little guy right here every single day, and I absolutely love it. I love using it. So if you have plants, you have to know the temperature and you have to know the humidity around them. That is why I suggest getting the fertilizers I use. Will be in the description below. I use them every 2 weeks. So don't worry about getting something that I don't use. Everything that I put in the Amazon affiliate links is stuff that I use and I love using. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it, share it to grow our community, and subscribe if you are new here. I put out videos every single Tuesday, and hit that bell so you're always notified when I put out new videos, and I'll see you guys next week.